The Kayhausen Boy mystery, ritual sacrifice or brutal murder. On a misty morning in 1922, near the quiet village of Kayhausen in northern Germany, farmers digging a drainage ditch made a chilling discovery. Deep in the cold, dark layers of peat, they unearthed the remarkably preserved body of a young boy, only about 7 or 8 years old. That child, now known as the Kayhausen Boy, had been lying in the bog for nearly 2,000 years. And one thing was immediately clear. He didn't die of natural causes. One body. Many questions. Modern forensic analysis revealed something disturbing. The boy had suffered 3 fatal stab wounds to the neck. His left hand bore a defensive wound, indicating he tried to fight back. Even more haunting, his arms and legs were tightly bound with twisted plant fibers that had somehow survived the passage of centuries. Who was this child? Who killed him and why? Theory number 1. Ritual sacrifice in the Iron Age. To ancient Germanic and Celtic tribes, bogs weren't just wetlands. They were sacred gateways to another world, liminal spaces where humans could connect with divine forces. Over the years, archaeologists have found dozens of bog bodies across northern Europe. Some, like the famous Talisman in Denmark or Windaby Girl in Germany, appear to have been ritual sacrifices, likely offered to appease gods during times of war, famine, or crisis. Could the Kayhausen Boy have been one of them? His tightly bound limbs, the location of his wounds, and the fact that he was placed in the bog rather than buried in a cemetery all hint at a ceremonial killing, perhaps believed to bring good harvests, peace, or protection from disaster. To Iron Age people, sacrificing an innocent child might have seemed like a powerful, even noble act. Theory number 2, a hidden crime. But not everyone buys the ritual theory. Some experts point to the boy's defensive wound as evidence that he didn't go willingly. He fought. That's not typical of ritual victims, who were often drugged or killed without resistance. So, was this really a sacred offering? Or was it a murder? Cold-blooded and deliberately hidden? Maybe the boy was a victim of punishment, abuse, or social exclusion. In some ancient communities, children could be treated harshly, especially if they were seen as cursed, ill, or dangerous in some way. Maybe someone wanted him gone and thought the bog was the perfect place to erase all trace. Or perhaps he simply knew something he wasn't supposed to know. What science has told us and what it hasn't. DNA and isotope testing show that Kayhausen Boy wasn't sick, starving, or an outsider. He was healthy. He grew up near the very bog where he died. In other words, he didn't just wander into danger. Danger found him a home. But that only deepens a mystery. Why would a healthy local child be killed, bound, and thrown into the bog with such precision? One death, many stories. Kayhausen Boy is more than an archaeological relic. He is a voice from the past, asking questions we still struggle to answer today. Where's the line between faith and violence? Between sacrifice and murder? Maybe an ancient community truly believed they were doing something sacred. Maybe they thought his death would save them all. Or maybe fear, cruelty, and power were the only gods they served. What do you believe? Was Kayhausen Boy a holy sacrifice? Or the victim of a long-forgotten crime? The truth remains buried in the bog. But as long as we keep asking questions, he is not forgotten. If stories like this fascinate you, stories where science, mystery, and ancient history collide, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, share it with a fellow mystery lover, and drop a comment below. Was this ritual or murder? Thanks for watching. And remember, some questions are meant to be asked, even if they're never answered.